Estamos en vivo.
This is the city of the sun.
El Paso, Texas. Live and talented. Fashion.
Yeah,
Icons.
Chuco Town.
Artists.
Come on. Yeah, yeah.
Food. Sports.
Chuco Town.
Y mucho más.
Come on, yeah, yeah. Chuco Town.
Different is what we do. Live and talented.
The catwalk, the photos, the lights, the camera, the action. Get on your prime and begin training today. Register at latstudio.com and become a Halo model.
This segment is brought to you by Solar Kings. Join the empire of solar energy today.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another segment of Live and Talented. As you guys can see, I have a brand new set right behind me and I think it's beautiful. It just makes me super excited for tonight's show. As a matter of fact, tonight we have a feminist activist who raises awareness on anti-Asian rhetoric. Something super important, and I cannot wait for you guys to learn more about this. Please help me welcome Kaelin Walker.
Hello, Paso and cities from beyond. My name is Tony Lemon and this is Icons. We have a very special segment for you guys today. We have an individual that's a student at the University of Texas at El Paso, Go Miners, and she's been generating quite a bit of awareness on a particular topic that the entire country and maybe the world needs to hear more about. And I'm gonna let her explain what she's onto. But nonetheless, she's a feminist, scholar, and artist here from the Sun City. Welcome everybody, Miss Kaelin Walker. Hey! How are you, Miss KK?
Good to see you.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
We have much to talk about.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Well, you're an icon in our books, okay? And you've been creating quite a bit of content that is important to listen to and to see. And your messages throughout these videos, may I say, that we're gonna take a quick look at in just a little bit, have a very peculiar and yet interesting type of message with the way you're doing this. And this is a content that's very sensitive in many lives, and particularly your life. Anti-Asian or anti-Asian rhetoric?
Yeah.
Yes, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit more about what you're doing, and then we're going through your background?
Sure, yeah. So I've been creating work that's very, very personal to me as an Asian woman. I'm from China. I was adopted from there in the 90s. International adoptions from China were booming in the 70s, 80s, and 90s from the one-child policy that China had, which was that families could not have more than one child or two children if they were in rural areas. And basically, in their society, they favor boy children. So a lot of girls were given up for adoption.
And you were one of them.
Yes, I am. So I consider myself so lucky to be here.
Wow.
I could be living in China right now, or I could be here with you,
Yeah.
Attending Utep. And so I'm very grateful to be where I am. So that's a little bit about my background.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm a women's and gender studies major at Utep, and I really like to study the intersection between race and gender, and class and sex and everything. But specifically, we see that race and gender become these huge issues most recently with the outbreak of COVID-19. Having its Chinese origins. We've seen just like 1,000-fold increase.
Because they want to blame. People want something to point their finger
Exactly.
at. And they feel that China was the originator, you know? So a lot of, you know, I think problems have arisen, especially people that have issues with, you know, white or black and yellow or whatever, or brown. What is it exactly that you know, where's your stance on this?
Well, I'm against racism of any
Period.
kind.
Yeah, of course.
I feel my own personal kind of fear as an Asian woman walking during the COVID-19 outbreak,
Yeah.
where people, especially Asian elders, have been attacked because they're supposedly, you know, people suppose that they're Chinese and they have brought the virus, that they are a virus.
Yeah.
And well, for one, I am Chinese, so but you even see people who aren't Chinese being attacked, and it's just kind of this generalization that people assign to people who look a certain way, and that's discrimination, and that's racism.
Absolutely, absolutely. How did this begin? I mean, you're in a very, I think, the work that you're doing and the career that you're going for, you know, is obviously right around, you know, this alley. But is this type of issues around the world is what got you into your career, or did your career get you into this content?
Well, I've always been an artist. I've always been a performer and a creator. And then more recently, throughout my teenage years, I've taken up, you know, this activism, this feminist activism and scholarship. And I've always am looking for ways in which I can combine the two. Like, how can I make the most? Because I'm also getting a degree in dance, which is how I know you.
That's how we know, Ms. K.
So how can I combine dance and performance studies with women's and gender studies and also race studies? So when I can find ways to do that effectively, I think it helps convey a message that might not otherwise be seen, because not everyone wants to read a whole long scholarly article about anti-Asian rhetoric or stereotypes in media, right? But everyone can watch a 3-minute video.
And because of that, since you're going down, you know, that particular topic, we like to show our first video. And so we're gonna go and see Yellow. Explain a little bit of Yellow before they see it.
Sure. So Yellow, I actually created with the help of such a great team. I had videographer, your son also was a
which is
videographer
over here.
and edited the production for me. I had the costume department at Utep lend me, well, the costume department at the Utep Dinner Theater lend me like so many costumes. I had a couple friends act with me. We had to reserve the studio space at school, and it was a week of production, and we basically, by we I mean I.
By we I mean I.
I'm parodying, I'm spoofing 4 classic movies, or semi-classic, that each show instances of yellowface, which is akin to blackface or redface. It's when people who are not of that race caricature that race by way of makeup or prosthetics or costume, in just a way that's distasteful.
It's more like mocking.
Yes, exactly.
Let's go check this first video because we have another one. This is Yellow.
According to the shape of my eyes, I should be good at math. And I probably suck at driving. And I eat dogs. According to the shape of my eyes, my last name should be Wong or Young or Fong. And if you tug your eyes into slits and tell me Cheech or Chong, I'm going to want to slug you. According to the shape of my eyes, I have a virus. I am the virus. Forget dogs. I eat bats. I am a bullseye for racial epithets. I do not deserve the white man's respect. According to the shape of my eyes, where are you from is an appropriate conversation starter. My name doesn't matter. My person doesn't matter. Don't tell me you don't see color, or there's only one race. Social constructions carry real implications. According to the shape of my eyes, I speak English really well. According to the shape of my eyes, I am seen as exotic. I am a fetish, a porn category, and a submissive maid or schoolgirl. I am her male lady, his mail order bride, their prostitute, your object, according to the shape of my eyes. According to the shape of my eyes, my skin color is yellow. But I burn pink, and I bleed red, and I scare white, and I sick green, and I bruise blue, and I shit brown, and I peel orange, and night black, and burn pink, and bleed red, and scare white, and sick green, and bruise blue, and shit brown, and peel orange, and night black, and sunshine is yellow. Right?
Wow, I've seen this once prior, but every time that I look at it again and watch it, I pick up something new, something different. Explain to them some of the films that were, again, spoofed here, or some of the scenes.
Yeah, so the first one was Breakfast at Tiffany's, which has this infamous portrayal of Mr. Yunioshi by Mickey Rooney, who is a white man, and famously, or infamously I should say, they taped his eyes back, they gave him fake buck teeth, and it's just a really unsavory portrayal.
You're a great actress, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
And an amazing dancer, may I say.
There wasn't too much dance there, but
No.
I promise I do.
But I've seen it before, because she works in the same building I work at.
So basically, the way that Asian men are portrayed, it was just very mocking, very comedic. It was like he was Asian for the sake of the joke. No other reason besides that. And that awful accent that Mickey Rooney uses, it's pretty offensive.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe that's of the time, Breakfast at Tiffany's, maybe that's someone's only exposure to an Asian man in film. And it's not even played by someone who's Asian.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So that, for one, was
So that's the
really
first scene,
important.
yeah.
Yes.
Then you have 16 Candles.
Yes, I have 16 Candles. The character Long Duk Dong is, he's portrayed by an American who fully speaks like I do. And he had to also use a created accent.
Did you ever see these movies or watch these movies before it bothers you, or was it ever comedic and then it became offensive, or was it offensive from the very first time?
No, I would say that well, I didn't watch those movies as children, but as an adult, I watch it, and it just is very distasteful. I can't just sit there and be like, oh, it's not that deep, it's a joke, because I get so little representation in film in America that whatever I can find, I definitely notice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And absolutely it affects the way that I see myself as a performer, how I would be able to be portrayed in film.
Yeah,
So,
true. Another film that's there is
Flower Drum Song, which is it was a film adaptation of a musical about Chinese American families, and it's not so much that it was just blatantly racist. It's not that, but it did at that time in the 40s have very stereotypical portrayals of what it is to be Asian, and specifically the character of Linda Lo, what it is to be an Asian woman. And we can see that she's kind of placed in this role of ultra femininity, and that's not, that's just another stereotype that we're putting on Asian woman. So.
Good. Do you feel, I mean, stereotypes, they're everywhere. I think a vast majority of films have some sort of stereotype. Me, I'm full-blown Mexican. And I've seen the mockery in so many films. But I think, and I'm gonna, you know, kind of give my 2 cents on my heritage and my culture. It's become almost normal that we Mexican make fun of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same with your culture and your heritage and your race. It's not like that.
Well, we're allowed to make fun of ourselves, but the people who are making these movies aren't us. We're not making these movies.
Yeah.
White people are.
Absolutely.
And this is not an attack on the white folk, but this is just an acknowledgement that sharing stories of people of color, and if you're not a person of color and you get no input during production, doesn't always show a true narrative.
Absolutely. Good point. Very good point. We're going to take a quick break and come back because Ms. Walker has some other content, some more videos that we like to show you guys, and listen more to what her objective is with her movement. We're going to take a quick break, so don't leave. We'll be back in a couple.
Well guys, as you guys can see, she is amazing, isn't she? Please go ahead and leave her down a comment. You know, we don't often hear voices like hers, but she's doing an amazing job advocating women and the Asian community at the same time. However, it is now time to thank our sponsors, so please go ahead and stick around.
Now more than ever, the healthcare industry is changing lives. Freedom Academy is now on the forefront of developing new heroes. Get certified in phlebotomy, EKG tech, or nurse's assistant. Fast track your way to a new career in just 4 to 6 weeks.
Business owners know that location is key. Look no further. Loop 10 Business Park is ready with top-notch retail space. Set in the corner of Rojas and Joe Battle, the busiest highway intersection in El Paso. This area funnels thousands of vehicles every hour to all quadrants of the city. Your business endeavors should be noticed, and all characteristics of a successful business plan start here. Become an owner and never rent together. We have accessible pricing and the deal of the century. This is the American dream. Call now for more information.
El Paso has so much talent that needs to be discovered. You just gotta be at the right spot. LAT Studio is the only spot that cultivates local talent. The artistic division at LAT has placed models and actors in national commercials, Nickelodeon, and Netflix. This was their training spot. Oh, did we mention LAT has a new spot with 8,000 square feet of modeling studios and full production sets with our very own YouTube broadcast? Clearly, this is the spot. We're looking for new faces, all ages and looks. Call 590-7000 or visit us at latstudio.com.
And welcome back, everybody. We're here with Miss Kaelin Walker still. Once again, thank you for joining us. It's been fun. I've learned quite a bit, and your content is so genuine. And I met you as a dancer, and with time, I found out that you can act, you can sing, and now you produce. Man, high five, man.
Yeah.
Good job. Going back to the anti-Asian rhetoric or Asian hate, what is your ultimate objective? Obvious, stop, the message, go out the window. But is there more to this for you?
Well, it's absolutely such a multifaceted issue that there isn't one singular thing that I'm hoping to accomplish. There's ways that we view Asian people, of course. There's ways that we view women, ways that we view sex workers, ways that we view immigrants. And the policies that provide protections or don't provide protections in this country have a lot to do whether or not people will be safe here in America.
You mentioned something right now, sex workers, because that's kind of like where your second video is touching on. Explain on this second video before everybody gets to see this.
Absolutely. So this second video I created as a final project for a class I recently took theorizing race and ethnicity, and this video is my response to the March 16th shooting in Atlanta, Georgia, the spa shooting, which a lone gunman went and targeted, and 3 Asian-ran businesses, and he ended up killing 8 people, and 6 of them were women of Asian descent, immigrants, and it's heartbreaking. It's like, what do I think of that? Yeah. When someone is literally going out and targeting Asian women just because they have a certain occupation, and why those women in particular is because of maybe the way that we think of women as, or think of Asian women in a sexual sense. It's we fetishize them. We make it, they're a category on most adult websites, just, Asian.
Just Asian.
And so to me, it seems very specific. It didn't seem like race didn't have a factor. And to say that it didn't is ignoring everything we know about the way that women are viewed in sex work.
Well, it's a very sensitive topic, and you're courageous. Yeah, I saw it. Very courageous for touching on it. More so for producing a content that can reach thousands and millions possibly. So I'm going to take this moment to take a glimpse of this untitled video that you produced. So let's check it out.
1, 2, 3,
Made it through the wilderness. Somehow I made it through. Didn't know how lost I was until I found you. I was beat, incomplete. I'd been had. I was sad and blue, but you
There's lots to see in this, and it's pretty deep. You're brave, one, and two, extremely artistic and creative on how you produce this video. Explain the production aspect of it. We already know how you're driven, to send out and convey this message, but talk to us about the production. I think it's really creative. Number one, the song, and you sang this. Yeah, you can sing.
So the last video, Yellow, it was an original song. I wrote the spoken word to it, and I had a musician, Jonathan Reyes, actually compose the instrumental behind it.
On the first video.
Yes. For this video we just watched, it's me doing a cover of Madonna's Like a Virgin. But me and the cast member who was acting with me, we did like an exercise in intimacy for stage, because it's not always just like you meet each other and then go, this, that, it's not that kind of film.
Absolutely
like
not.
we're really trying to take a really ethical and holistic approach to creating art, and I think we did, because there was multiple moments in the creative process where I couldn't take it, and I just start crying because it's so deep and it's so tragic. And then I'm like putting it on myself. I'm crying again. I'm putting it on myself to portray, not saying that I'm playing these women who were killed, but I'm portraying this idea of the women who were killed.
You've started this, and you're extremely young, and you've already had some recognition in Utep. You were 2019 leader.
I got the Distinguished Leader Award at Utep in 2019.
No surprise, not at all.
I feel very proud of that. And the capstone, the first video went over really well. I got an A in the class for the second video, so I think I'm doing okay.
Absolutely. You've also been invited to speak at different, and this is, other realms. You want to speak about that real quick?
Yeah, sure. So a couple months ago, I was invited to speak at our local YWCA. They were hosting a panel on anti-Asian rhetoric, and I did present Yellow and spoke about it in front of this very wall. So thank you again.
Absolutely.
So if you want to check that out, it's on the El Paso YWCA website.
We'll put the links. We'll put the links below so you guys can go check it out. Well, Miss Kaelin, we've learned a lot, and you're definitely an icon in our books and in many others. I'm assuming that your leadership is going to cross many lives and hopefully inspire.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll hope that people catch on to your drive and to your message. To be honest with you, I think you're doing wonders, and you're about to graduate, so
yes.
I can only see what's going to happen right after, and this will always be your home.
Thank you.
All right, baby girl. Let's play a quick game to learn more about Miss Kaelin and just her persona in general. Okay? You ready?
Yes.
Something called This or That. Quick questions. Maybe we'll do 15 to 20. Is that okay? All right. Dogs or cats?
Cats.
All right. Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Phone call or text?
Phone call.
Eggs or toast?
Eggs.
Cardio or weights?
Cardio.
Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
Snow cone or ice cream?
Snow cone.
Walking, listening to music, or walking, listening to podcasts?
Podcast.
Podcast. Oh, I didn't think I was going to go
I
that
can
route.
pretend I'm an intellectual.
Okay. I think this is easy because, well, Apple or Android?
Right now I'm Apple, but I might convert after I graduate.
No. All right. Pop or indie?
Pop.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
Okay. Swimming or sunbathing?
Swimming.
High tech or low tech?
High tech.
Okay. Big party or small gathering?
Big party.
Who knew? New clothes or new phone? We were just talking
New
about
clothes.
new clothes.
I love
Okay.
clothes.
Rich friend or loyal friend?
Loyal friend.
Football or basketball?
Basketball.
Okay. Work hard or play hard?
Work hard, play harder.
All right. Singing or acting? I hit you in the spot.
This one, ooh.
Oh.
I'm gonna say singing just because I like to do that more.
Okay. All right. Sneakers or sandals?
Sneakers.
Okay. And hamburger or taco?
Tacos.
Yay!
Have to.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being. It was fun, and we got to know more about you just with a few 20 questions. We didn't know you like tacos more than a hamburger.
El Paso. How could I? We have the best
But it's
tacos.
not the Taco Bell, right? It's the
No.
real
No.
tacos. Yeah. The ones in the food trucks.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah,
See?
it has to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our time with Miss Kaelin Walker. And we'd like to thank everybody watching. If you guys want more information, email us at liveandtalented@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you like what you saw, follow us, hit the bell, and you guys will get all the notifications when the next episode airs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you guys soon. You guys have a blessed day. See you next time.
Well, we have gotten to the end of tonight's episode. I definitely learned a lot. I hope you guys did as well. Thank you so much, Kaelin, for educating us on this topic. We're super grateful for having you here as a dance instructor at LAT Studio. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Get discovered, get exposure, and play at the next level. Prep 1. Follow us on all social media platforms.
Baila El Paso Baila. LAT Studio offers a full dance division with jazz, hip hop, ballet, and contemporary. Visit latstudio.com today.